underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast, the talk of the town. Empty Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we're bringing the heat. Sports news and odds talk that can't be beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Field Podcast. My name is Mathew Hansen, and today we have the running back for the Kansas City Glory, Maria Fautali. Maria, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. First off, tell us about yourself.
So my name is Maria Fautali. Like you said, I'm the running back for the Kansas City Glory. I've played football for 4 years. I started my career in Pittsburgh, and now I'm in Kansas City. My 9 to 5, I'm in finance, and I do strength conditioning on the side, a little bit of modeling, a few different side hustles here and there.
Cool. What got you into playing football?
So I ran track in college, and one of my strength coaches there was talking about women's pro football and how they have tryouts and combines, and I immediately was interested, and I went to a tryout actually in Cleveland. I think it was the year that COVID was, and made the team, but COVID shut it down that season, and then I ended up switching and going to Pittsburgh. So
Okay. Why running back?
honestly, I was not really given an option. They immediately put me a running back, and I haven't been able to leave since, which it's fine with me, but yeah, I didn't really have an option.
What's been your biggest obstacle doing a professional women's football team?
Ooh, I would say stress management. Like I said, most of us have full-time jobs outside of this, side hustles. Some people have kids, families. So trying to balance that, especially if you have a demanding career with a high-level sport, that has probably been, I don't want to say a struggle, but it has been a challenge and definitely been something to navigate.
You said you've been playing for the is it all for the WNFC for 4
When I
years?
was in Pittsburgh, I was the WFA, and now I'm with the WNFC.
What's been your biggest moment you can remember between the two leagues?
Ooh, the transition was a little bit challenging. The WFA was a great league, a lot of good talent, but the WNFC is very fast paced. There's some heavy hitters. I mean, there's some absolute athletes in this league. Not that there isn't in the WFA, but I wanted to be best with the best of the best, and I definitely felt that when I got into the WNFC. So it elevated my game for sure, though.
Yeah, what's the biggest misconception people will have for like women's professional football?
There's so many. I get so many of my DMs, and I'm like, why would you think that? Probably that it's got to be the lingerie league. There's no way that it's full tackle. It's got to be flag. So that would probably be the biggest misconception. Some of them are out of this world.
For myself, I haven't seen you guys play before. How would
Mhm.
you describe your playing style to somebody like myself who's never seen you play before?
But the players in general or myself?
Both.
Okay, so players in general, tough. It's very, like I said, it's fast paced, tough, focused. Myself, I would say I play a lot of announcers say I'm fun to watch, and I would agree with that. I like to have fun on the field, and I feel like my play style really shows that. Elusive. I just like to have fun out there. I like to give the fans something to watch. So
Cool. What part of your game are you most confident in?
I would honestly say I'm probably one of the shiftiest backs in the league. I love to make people miss, and I've really worked at that the last 4 years. So my shiftiness for sure.
Stop. Before we continue this episode here, are you staying hydrated? No. Have you tried Hydrify? Man, it's not just flavored water. It's clean hydration with electrolytes that actually work. No sugar crash, no junk ingredients. Pretty simple. Hydrify keeps you sharp and fueled for the day. I use it because, man, it's simple, effective, and it just tastes real good. Hydrate smarter, hydrate better. That's Hydrify. Use promo code MTF to get 10% off your order. Just say, hey, Matt from the Empty Field Podcast sent you.
How excited were you to sign for National Signing Day and getting ready for play for Glory again?
I was pumped. Signing day is probably one of my favorite events. I love it. I feel like it's when we can kind of show our individual personal style, flair, and I think people love to see that. We had a great turnout this year, a ton of fans, so it was really exciting. And I love Kansas City. I love it here, so I'm happy to be here.
Cool. Season starts on the 28th of March. What are
Yes.
you doing to prepare for the season start?
So our practices have been very intense. We have a lot of rookies coming in, but we have a lot of talent. Vets are really just trying to step the game up, make sure practices are intense and everyone's ready. You don't want to take your first hit in the first game, so we're making sure we do that in the practices as well.
Yeah. How do you handle pressure on game day?
Honestly, music for sure. I did that before track meets too. I think that performance anxiety has definitely been something that I worked through college as well. Music has definitely kind of got me to a level point, get ready to play.
You brought up balancing family life and another career. How do you balance that? Because I know you brought up other people that have families and other like demanding careers. How do you balance that for you?
Yeah. I would say my first couple years, I did not balance it well because a lot of us move from away from families, away from our hometowns, either whether it's during the season, whatever. And I had just got so like dialed in a little too much. I never went home. I was just a little overly focused, and I think that kind of messed me up. So this last year, I tried to take some time, balance better, balance my social life a little better, and just get in a less demanding routine. But I still got the same thing out of it.
Take football out. What do you do outside of what do you do for life?
So I work. I also have I'm really into cars. I have a car brand, a lifestyle brand called Money Mafia. So I'm really trying to build that brand. I do some modeling on the side. Really, I like to try different things, different hobbies. So I like to do anything that makes money. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Talk about the Clean Money Mafia. How'd that get all started?
So I would say when I bought my first like big girl car, I bought a Camaro, and it really
Ooh.
just, yeah, it was one of those things where it just got me excited to get in my car every day, and it kind of became a lifestyle going to car meets, and I met a lot of people through it. And it was just one of those things where a lot of car people, they're hustlers, they do what they can to make some money so they can build their dream car. And I really just fell in love with that. So, and I think there's a lot of people like that.
So I have to ask, what is your dream car?
Oh my gosh. I mean, probably the Camaro Exorcist ZL1, a very fast car. So that's my dream car.
Any specific color?
Black, blacked
Black.
out.
Okay. Okay. What goals are you chasing this season?
So ring first, championship always comes first. Been my goal since day one. I would really love to keep growing the culture here at Kansas City. I want people to know Kansas City is always going to be a team that plays together. We stick together on and off the field. And I just want to continue, keep growing that culture. And then personally, all pro first team again, 4.5 carries a yard. I have my like personal stats, but my team stats are top of the list right now.
Okay. On days that are you're just tired, you're exhausted, you have the job, you've got your other side gigs. How do you keep pushing forward?
So for me, I think that discipline is always trumped motivation for me. I wouldn't say that I wake up every day motivated. I don't think anybody does. Nobody has the same motivation every day. So to me, it's just kind of, that's just my lifestyle. I'm just naturally disciplined now. I know I'm going to go to the gym. That's just part of my routine. So I don't struggle with that as much anymore. There are times where my body might tell me like, hey, I think you need to take a break, take some rest, and I'll always do that. I listen to my body before anything as an athlete. And that's something I had to learn how to do. And it took me a while to figure it out. But once I stepped into the strength conditioning role and I was coaching other athletes, it kind of made me realize like I'm going to train myself the way that I train my athletes as well.
Are any of the athletes that you train part of the Glory?
No, I give some programs out to a lot of my teammates, but I don't train any of them one-on-one. We have a team strength coach right now. So I worked with a
Okay.
lot of college track athletes and then some baseball.
Okay. Okay. Um, how do you want to help grow the WNFC?
I think that one of the things that really grows sports in general is when people find an athlete that they love their personal story, they love their life. That's how I am. And I think that if we put athletes' stories out there, how they got here, what type of person they are, what their style is. I think that that's going to help grow the sport in general, because if you like an athlete, you're going to watch them play, you're going to watch their games, and then you're going to start watching the league.
Was there somebody in the WNFC that you saw that you admired right away before you hopped over?
So a couple of the girls that I started with in Cleveland, actually, when I went to play for Pittsburgh, they went to play for LA. So those were some of my friends, and I had watched all their games, and they had told me, like, you need to come to this league. Like, you gotta get over here.
Cool. All right, here is the rapid fire. First thing that comes to your mind. On game day, are you more nervous or are you calm?
Nervous.
Would you rather do film study or practice reps?
Practice reps all day.
Favorite part about game day?
The locker room, everybody turn up.
Favorite go-to song in that locker room?
Boss Man D-Lo, Pot Scraper.
Would you rather have a very loud stadium or a quiet one where you can hear your team?
Loud.
Okay. One word to describe you, and then the second question behind that, one word to describe your game.
Me, focused, my game, fast.
Is there anybody you'd like to give a special shout out to?
Shit, the whole team, Kansas City Glory. I know we know what we're going for this year, and I love this team more than anything. Since I've come here, it's really just changed my life. Coach Kiki, I think you talked to Coach Kiki. She is an amazing person to look at if you want to talk women's football. She's been in this game for so long, and she's just an inspiration for me, and I think for a lot of female athletes.
Cool. Where can everybody find you on social media?
So you can find my Instagram, Maria Fautali. Last name's Fautali, and then same thing on TikTok.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, telling us your story, and getting us hyped for the new season.
Yeah, of course. Check us out, kansascityglory.com. Our schedule will be on there, anything you need. So I appreciate you.
Fans of One T Media Production, do you guys drink coffee? Sure you do. I, myself, drink quite a bit of coffee, so I always turn to a Fuera coffee for my go-to. It's smooth, it's bold, it's not too heavy. Perfect for that early morning or when you just need to lock in for the day. The best part is, at every purchase, 5% goes back to the great outdoors. Get a bag like this. I get two myself. Use promo code MTF and you get 15% off your order. Guys, what's not to love about coffee, free money, and deliciousness? A Fuera coffee.
Real sports news and odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast.